Coming to you from sunny Southwest stormy Florida.
That's right, Kevin. This is Jimmy James, Drum and J 108, and you are.
I am Geo Ballantyne on Instagram
Woohoo! And
or Fractal Kev everywhere else.
and together we form Fractal Minds. This is the thing we do, right? Every episode.
Right. This is the thing.
That's the thing. That's the thing. Well, if you are watching this video, that means you either skipped ahead to the good quality video or you watched our previous part one and part two of the MCU tier list. That's right. Kevin and I, Fractal Minds, are tiering the MCU slate. All 37 films have been released so far as of 2025. So if you're watching this in the future, sorry we didn't get to Doomsday yet. It hasn't come out yet. So, can't do it.
I predict it's going to be a decent movie.
Oh, D tier, Hulk tier, got it. That's Kevin's calling it, everyone. Doomsday is a failure.
Hulk tier.
um, yeah, there's so much I actually want to talk about with Doomsday, but we will probably have to save that for another time because we already take too long with these tier lists. And Phase 3 is a slammer of a phase for MCU. Looking at the slate, everyone can see it at the to be ranked tier. Stacked, I dare say, possibly the best phase of the MCU. I know that might be controversial, but I would say it's the best. I mean, we're gonna go through them, but how do you feel about the slate of movies before we get into it, Kevin?
I would agree with you. The lead up to Thanos and the Infinity War and everything, Endgame, like those were just crazy movies. So I think this whole build up, this whole phase, the introduction of Doctor Strange, Spider-Man,
Yeah.
it's crazy. This phase has been crazy, and it's going to be hard to find another phase that will live up to this. I feel so.
Yeah, I hear you there, man. And like reflecting back, it feels like they had such a plan, especially during this phase. Like everything kind of feels like all cylinders were going. Everything was moving towards the end goal. And it kind of feels like they kind of lost that with the next phase. But that's for the next video. Right now, we're talking about phase 3, and I say let's do it. First one up, Captain America Civil War. This is a big
Or
one,
as I
Kevin.
call it, the bonus Avengers.
Dude, it's exactly it. You're not wrong. It is Avengers 2.5. This movie features everyone in it. It's hard to talk about this one as if people don't already know it, but it's Civil War. You got Captain America team versus Iron Man team. The Russo brothers are back to direct this one. Hot off the heels for them for Winter Soldier, which was pretty up there for high rated movies. But yeah, man, fuck. Where to begin with this movie?
Well, the start of this, it wasn't in Winter Soldier that they began the peace accords, the something peace accords. I can't the
Sokovia.
name, the
Sokovia
Sokovia
Accords.
Accords. That's what it was.
Also, at the start of Civil War, Scarlet Witch causes the incident. They're fighting the bad guy, and there's a big explosion, and then people get hurt. So then it's called
That,
the Sokovia Accords.
that's right. That's right. Wasn't it like wasn't it a bad guy that like a villain that we were looking forward to, and they used him just for that beginning clip, and that was it. That's all we saw him
I
for.
mean, looking forward to is a strong word. It was Crossbones, I want to say, was his name.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
I think they're even teasing him to come back for something. But
Mm.
yeah, I mean,
There was well, that's for a future movie that we'll go over, I think, today. But um, yeah, no, the Civil War. Basically, you had one side that agreed with Iron Man, who decided that they should relinquish their power, basically, or not run autonomously. Like they have to, like they had to be governed, basically. And then you had the Captain America side, right? That said no, like they were kind of rebels, so to speak.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
were rebelling against a man, and so then you just had different heroes choosing their different factions. That was one side headed by Iron Man, the other side headed by Captain America, and yeah, it was a really cool fight scene. And I think we got Ant Man as Giant Man. Is that what you call him?
yep. Giant Man. Yeah, you're right. This is the first appearance of Ant Man turning big into
Yeah.
Giant Man. First
Spider
appear
Man was actually introduced. Yeah.
First appearance of Spider-Man into the MCU. A new Spider-Man for us, Tom Holland, the first appearance of him as Spider-Man, and you got a few more appearances of him this phase two. So they
It's like now the longest tenured Spider Man now.
absolutely, yeah, by far, yeah. I mean, he's far surpassed Tobey Maguire, and Andrew Garfield was only in two technically, but yeah, no, I love it, and they're teasing him to come back for next year, Brand New Day. So I'm really excited what they do with that. They got a lot of street level heroes and villains in that movie that they're teasing too. It's hard to avoid spoilers as much as I try to, but yeah, man. So fuck. I keep cursing because this movie is just so epic for me. But this might be like one of my favorite movies of Marvel. I think it's a very interesting one for me because I am a fan of the original comic book series of this particular line, the Civil War series. When they announced it, Marvel, like way back when it was just a comic book series, it just kind of gravitated me towards it right away because you have our heroes pitted against each other for what I know is like the first time, and it definitely like it made me a fan of those characters, especially like Captain America and Iron Man. Like I don't remember when it came out. I don't remember if the movies were out. These MCU movies were out by then, but I just remember like really liking the storyline and what they did. And this movie has the main points of those two teams fighting against each other, but a lot of the other stuff wasn't there. Um, Spoiler alert, in the comics, Spider-Man's secret identity is revealed for like the first time to the public. So like that was a big deal. That was a big moment. And we didn't get that. This time we got the introduction of a Spider-Man. So it's kind of interesting how the parallels were made for this movie. But yeah, just overall, this movie I just love. I think everyone is just at the top of their game. You have on the heels of two Avengers movies. So you've already seen these characters playing nice together, and now you have them playing against each other. And the whole dynamic of Steve Rogers, Tony Stark fighting over Bucky, because Bucky might have did something bad to Tony Stark's family. We are spoiling, so I'm not trying to be vague just for vague sake. But if you are watching this, spoiler alert, by the way. But yeah, Bucky's parents killed Bucky killed Tony Stark's parents. So that's why he's mad at Bucky. And Steve Rogers doesn't like when you're mean to his friends. So, yeah, man. I mean, this movie's also responsible for the Russo brothers taking over for the Avengers. You know, this is a big cast of characters, a big ensemble, and they really hit it over on the nail on this one, man. Like I think this is one of the best. So where do you think we should put this one, man?
Well, I'll just we're trying to be professional. I don't know if you see what's going on in your background right now, but your dogs are wrestling.
I got my own Civil War in the background. they...
One must be Team Iron Man, the other one's Team Captain America. But so two things I want to mention about Civil War. I think you brought it to my attention. Apparently, there was the airport scene where they're facing off was a throwback to the comics or something. It was like the comic book cover of the Civil War was them like facing off against each other, and I think they captured that exact moment. I want to say you brought that to my attention, that it was like they it was a kind of a cheesy moment where they were all facing, like running at each other. Here, I'll see if I can. Well, that's way too much to look up while we're recording. Um, but I could have swore there was like the face-off that they do at the airport is reminiscent of what you see in the like the comic book cover or something like that. It was kind of like a callback or something. Um, but also, I remember the coup de grace fight scene between Captain America
Oh,
and Iron Man, and that was just
so
on
good.
edge of your seat. You're just like, one of our heroes is dying today.
It feels
That was the
like
feeling.
it. Yeah, man. No, for sure. That fight scene is so good, and you could just tell that they're giving it their all. And yeah, it feels like one of them might die. Like, how far are they going to take it? And yeah, yeah. Whew, I get chills just
But
thinking about it. I almost want to go watch it again.
I have to watch it again.
Yeah,
But I think I think personally S tier. I think it
yeah,
deserves it.
yeah.
Um,
I agree.
do you put it above? As I say, do you?
I don't know, buddy. Where are we going to put it? I mean,
Let's see. We got Guardians of the Galaxy and
the original Avengers. It has.
Original Avengers.
I
I th-
mean, I'll tell you where I'm feeling.
I think it's above original Avengers. Oh, you're at the very top. Oh, okay.
I
Oh,
I
oh,
I think it's up there.
okay.
If you want to argue with Guardians of the Galaxy, I'll hear that argument. But for me, I think it goes above the original Guardians of the Galaxy.
I think I think for now we can leave it there,
Okay.
and then maybe in a future episode, if we're or when we get to the end, we can look at the tiers and maybe have a final say over what is in what position, I guess,
Okay.
for each tier. So,
I'm on like I'm thinking about it right now. I think it could go either way for me for Guardians of the Galaxy and Civil War. They're movies that I love deeply and that I like for a lot of the same reasons. So that's honestly is probably like a coin flip, but yeah, like you said, we could talk about that later. We have a lot more to talk about. So if
mhm.
we gotta do the games, Kevin.
Oh yeah, I got it pulled up already. I was getting
All
getting
right.
there. All
Well,
right.
for everyone who remembers from the last videos, Kevin, with the use of AI, has been able to compile the box office rankings and the review rankings. And because I like to guess at things, I am guessing the results of each of these movies and how they ranked on the list. There's 37 films. There's a lot to go over. So the box office performance of Captain America: Civil War. This is a pretty high one. I do know that. I don't know if it's. I think it's higher than Age of Ultron. I'm gonna say 520 million.
Oh, okay. We're doing that first. We are.
Oh yeah, I could do
You're
this.
a little high.
Ah, damn it.
Yep. It's 408 million.
Oh wow. For some reason, I
Yep.
thought it was higher.
Oh, that's what the according to the AI,
According to
pretty
Ultron,
much. Yeah.
can't trust that
Yeah,
guy.
exactly. He won't put it higher than Ultron.
Yeah, that's
That is interesting. That is
that.
an interesting
I thought
that
it.
it didn't do as well box office wise.
I thought it did better than Age of Ultron, but I guess it's not. But
So the ranking system that we have, that I have AI compiling, is between three different ratings. It's the Metacritic score, the Tomato Meter rating, and the Cinema score, which is all averaged out and gives us our average review ranking, which you see in the well, they don't see the screen, but yeah, the average reviews ranking, and then we have where as we're going along, we are also talking about where they ranked from 1 to 37. Yeah, we're up to 37. Um, and yeah, so we're going to go over the review ranking of the average weighted score and then where they ranked 1 through 37 on the hierarchy of MCU movies essentially. Yeah, just minimize it as we go along.
Yeah. That's what we'll do. We'll pull it up when we're ranking and stuff. I
Yeah.
like it. I like it, Kevin. All right,
So
buddies.
James guessed like $500 million was the box office. It made 408 million. So now James has to guess the review ranking, or do you want to do the where you? How do you want to do this? Do you want to give the ranking
I like
guess, or do you want to do the score guess?
I like the placement. I think placement is just a better way to guess for me for ranking. So,
Yeah, that's fair.
Captain America: Civil War. I feel like this is high up there, um, because we have some wiggle room at the top. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it's number 4.
All right, here's number 4.
No.
All right. Well, the final. I'll make you wait. The
Wait.
review
Ah!
the review ranking is 89.7.
Damn.
So you can kind of get a guess of it is high, which puts it at the number 8
Damn.
highest
Wow.
movie in the MCU. It's
Okay.
actually did it's less than Iron Man if you look at the score there.
Less than Iron Man. Yeah, interesting. I thought it would be a little higher, but it's right there. It's only a few points off, so not the end of the world. Cool,
Yeah.
man. The ranking is going away, and now we're on to Doctor Strange. Woo! Benedict Cumberbatch comes to the MCU. This is a pretty big film. I really like this film a lot. Spoiler alert. You have this was the second film to be released in 2016 of the MCU. This was their fall release. Um, you have Scott Dickerson directing this one. A bunch of writers, but one of my actually personal favorite writers, C. Robert Cargill. He's a pretty cool dude. Look into his career. He's done a lot of interesting horror films. So it's cool to see Marvel kind of delve into the horror side with this series. I would say the two Doctor Strange films that we've received so far. But Kevin, how do you feel about Doctor Strange, the first one?
It was a pretty cool origin story. I know. Apologies if you hear any of that bleeding through the mic. Thunder's rolling through my house right now. Um, the the idea behind like the Doctor Strange lore and all that, like I remember you were stoked when they announced that Doctor Strange was going to be brought into the MCU, and it was a totally new experience for me, and I enjoyed uh the whole backstory with going through with the mirror dimension. You get to see Master Wong, um, and then like just the whole we kind of got a feeling for the or different dimensions and stuff like that because I think in this one the mirror dimension was introduced, and overall I just thought the whole movie was really good and a really good backstory of Doctor Strange. Like they fit so much into it, too, but uh, it didn't seem like it was too quick or anything. It seemed to like play out nicely. I remember that movie was really good.
Yeah, I do agree mostly. I do really like this film. I like how I like the story that it was telling. I think on rewatching the film, I kind of was a little disappointed, or maybe some of the flow. I don't know. I should actually rewatch this one because I feel like this one for me, I I want to love it. I want to put it in the S tier, but I think it doesn't quite execute on everything, and I'm not sure why. But visually, amazing. I think the whole mystical arts thing is incredible. I think actually, I think the issue with me is the bad guy. I think it's
Oh
another.
yeah,
It's just another one of those, and like the actor who portrays the bad guy,
holy cow,
Mads Mikkelsen.
yeah.
I don't
'Cause he's
think
a James Bond villain too, I think too.
sure. Oh yeah, I mean he's huge. He's everywhere, and I don't think they utilize the villains in this film very well. They're setting up his friend to be a bad guy. They utilize the Mads character, like not just there's not enough setup or just they don't do enough with him. So and then they have Dramanu at the end. Like I think there's a little bit too much going on with the film, and it was already
Okay.
doing a lot. So I don't think everything executes 100% for me. I do really
Okay.
like the character. Like I said, I love the visuals of this movie, portraying the different dimensions, like Kevin was talking about, the mirror
Mhm.
dimension.
Ending
Um,
time with the Eye of Agamotto.
yeah,
Agamotto.
like
Yeah.
all that stuff is awesome. I just think some of the flow might not quite
Yeah.
hold up for me. But like again, when I watched it for the first time, I thought it was amazing. All right, my friend. Well, I think overall pretty positive on this film, but I do have some mixed feelings about it. What about and how do you feel? How do you stand on this?
I'm thinking. Well, you have some strong points there. So obviously not S tier, but would you say B tier just because of the villain?
I would say the high end of the B tier is where I'm
Okay.
feeling. I think it's better than Ultron, but I don't think it quite meets the A tier.
Okay.
That's just me. Like I want to put it up there. Trust me, but I just think some of the story elements kind of fall apart. And maybe rewatching it, maybe I will find it again. But for me, it just something is missing with this film.
Okay. And the box office ranking,
That's
where
right.
do you put it?
Okay, well, obviously it's not as high as Captain America's Civil War. Um, let's see, what did the other ones do? I don't think it did as good as Guardians of the Galaxy. It Um, let's go. Let's go like 240.
Ooh, close.
Yeah.
233 million.
Hey, I'll take that. That's in the ballpark, baby.
All right.
Awesome. All right. Now review side. Okay. I don't. I'm thinking it's gonna be in the mid 80s. Probably less than Iron Man 3. Let's go with 19.
You can go with 19.
Sure.
It got an 87.7. So
Oh.
it did do better than Iron Man 3.
Okay.
Um and it is ranked as the 12th
Okay.
highest
Wow.
movie.
Wow.
So,
Okay. Good for Doctor Strange. Good for Doctor Strange. He deserves it.
it's probably the actor Benedict Cumberbatch, everyone wanted to
Oh.
see him, so
I mean, honestly, like I would say perfect casting. Like he is like the picture perfect Doctor Strange. If you look at him in the comics and you look at Benedict Cumberbatch, that is Doctor Strange. So I think they nailed it with the casting for him.
yeah, I agree. I liked him I've liked him every time he's entered into the MCU. Whatever movie he's been in, he's been fun to watch
Yeah,
as
absolutely.
Doctor Strange.
I agree.
Uh,
I agree. All right, my man.
all right.
Well,
I was getting a little ahead of myself, and I was looking at the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, just
okay.
preparing. But
Get ready. Well, speaking of Guardians of the Galaxy, time for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. The return of James Gunn into the MCU, the second go out for the Guardians of the Galaxy. This was May 5th, 2017. James Gunn is credited for the director and screenwriter for this movie. Again, another soundtrack that just hits so hard. That Brandy song is so good. Um, Man, there's so much love. The opening sequence of this film is quite possibly like my favorite thing in the MCU. Probably, you have Baby Groot is so at the end of the first Guardians of the Galaxy, Groot dies, but then is reborn as a little baby. And like technically it's a new, I think like if you like look at what the race does, how it can kind of like reborn itself, it's
Mhm.
basically a new Groot. Like it's not the same character. It's technically a different person, but it's still Groot. Like it's still that thing.
Yeah, he grew from his little branch that was left
Yeah.
over. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but man, like, what a, like, Baby Groot just works for me. It makes me so happy every time I see that little guy dancing around and the whole pushing the button
Yep.
thing. Oh, I love. Gets me every time. I had a friend. We were watching a friend of Kenzie's, like babysitting, and they just wanted to. They just put on Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I'm like, that's kind of strange. Like, just rarely watch that one. And
Yeah.
I'm so glad she did because it just like reawoken everything that I love about that movie. Kurt Russell is Star Lord's dad in this, and Kurt Russell can not do any wrong in my mind, and he just nails it in this. He's Ego, the Celestial, the big bad too. Shocker, but yeah, I love this movie. What do you think about this movie one? This one, Kevin.
I thought it was pretty good. I remember because I'm so new to the Guardians of the Galaxy lore, like I didn't know about the. I don't think I knew about Celestials at this point. And I remember Kurt Russell, he plays a Celestial, and then Ego or God, yeah, he's Ego, and we find out that Quill is a Celestial as well, and he needs through nefarious means he plays to Quill's emotions to try to get Quill to essentially activate these other little what do you call it? Because he put little seedlings in other planets, right? But he needed a second
Yeah,
celestial to activate them essentially to keep him going. And this is where we got the big line, or where Yondu comes in, and Yondu's like, "What was it? I'm not your father, but I'm your daddy," or something like that. I can't remember the exact line, but yeah, we
yeah,
got that.
yeah.
But yeah, I remember Baby Groot and everything. Him running through the little air duct and trying to push the button, as you said, that was a cute, funny moment. Um, but overall, I liked the movie. I didn't like it as much as the first Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay.
Um, and also, I was just kind of looking at some notes, and I guess this is also where we got to see Taserface.
Yeah, yeah. They played a lot more with the Ravagers. You actually get a lot of deep lore for Guardians of the Galaxy and the Ravagers in this one, and a lot of things that people wouldn't catch if you're not a fan of the comics. And I can't say like I read a lot of Guardians of the Galaxy comics. I did read. Um, a bunch after the first movie came out because I did really like the characters, and that was just like a modern run of the team. There's been a lot of different teams that have used the name Guardians of the Galaxy, and the whole Sylvester Stallone character that was introduced in this movie, that's supposed to show like the original Guardians of the Galaxy team. So a lot of cool deep lore stuff that if you're a comics fan, you would, I would hope, I would see like appreciate that kind of stuff. So um,
Yeah,
yeah, no, so good stuff. So you're not, you're thinking it's less than the first one, which I can see that. But how much lower are we talking?
I give it an A.
Okay, we're gonna put an A. Are we gonna put him above the first Captain America film, Winter Soldier, Iron Man? Where are we at?
Below Iron Man, above the first Captain America.
Well, this is Winter
Or
Soldier.
sorry, Winter Soldier.
Like,
Ooh.
uh, I mean, I would even say above Iron
Yeah, yeah.
Man.
I feel like the main thing Iron Man has going against it is age. Really, it's like the first. It's one of the first, if not, it was the first movie. So I mean, it's
Yeah.
just they didn't have the crazy budget. And anyways, um, yeah, no, I think that's fair. I think it's above the A's. It's at the top of the A's. I think it's
Okay.
fair.
Okay. I mean, personally, me, I would put it like there, but this is a team effort. This is a team effort. I think that's.
Not everything can be S tier, James.
I know, man. But it's how I feel. I can't help it. All
The
right.
soundtrack alone is hard to like. Any of the Guardians of the Galaxy ones, you can just throw on and just
Oh,
vibe out.
absolutely, man. Like especially those movies. Yeah, like I need to own the second volume on soundtrack. I have the first one, like I think I talked about last time, but I would love to get the volume 2 soundtrack on vinyl sometime.
Yeah.
All right. Well, top of the A rank. Let's see if it can survive that. There's still a lot of movies in Phase 3, so let's do the game part. Yay! Box office
Yay.
ranking. Okay.
How much money? Show me the monies.
I I want to believe. Ooh, do I want to believe? This is tough. Did it do better or worse than the first Guardians of the Galaxy? That's the ultimate question. That's how you have to base this off of. Oh, man. Did it do better? I want to believe that it did better, but not much. I'm going to go with a clean 340.
340, huh?
Yes.
You're in the ballpark.
Let me put it down.
390 million.
Woo! It did better.
Yep.
Wow, a lot better too. Good for it. That's what you want. That you want the sequel to do just a little bit. I mean, obviously they want to do a lot better, but as long as it goes a little better, you're good. You're golden.
Yeah. Uh, and what would you rank it at?
Well, I would rank
And
it number 4, but you won't let me. Just kidding.
Well, I will say, let me just preface this ranking. All
Uh-huh.
right. The ranking did not change much from the two ranking systems I was using. Like the
Mm-hmm.
old list I was using for the last episode,
Okay.
the ranking did not change much. But just brace for impact. I'm gonna
Well, what
say.
does that mean? Oh,
So
Kevin.
it's true between the two rankings is what I was trying to say. And yeah, so this
Okay.
go ahead.
So it's either. I don't know what that means. I don't know if it's up there above Winter Soldier for ranking, so I have to go with number 9.
Number 9. All right.
Yeah, let's do it. Show me
Uh
the numbers.
yeah, okay. So I was gonna get you why the ranking is the way it is. To see what the critics were saying, what were they so unhappy about? But it got an
Oh,
81.7,
motherfuckers. What's wrong with
which is
people?
24th
Yo.
on and on the even the list that last time, because I was seeing if there was something wrong between the old ranking system I was using and this one, and it didn't change much.
Nope.
Even the old one uh had it pretty far down there.
So there
It
is
was an
something.
82.3 in my old system,
So
but
there is
so it didn't
something
change
wrong.
much.
There is something wrong because these people don't know
Galaxy.
what they're talking about.
So I'm gonna. And he felt the film.
Terrible. Terrible. This movie deserves so much more. It deserves an S rank. This is outrageous. I want
So
my money
people,
back.
it sounded like pacing. Pacing they had an issue with because there's a lot of flashbacks, um, multiple character arcs.
Are they
Um,
confusing that with Volume 3?
and it had the plot was derivative. Wasn't that like a word
Oh,
that people were using?
you know what? Reviewers can fuck off. That's my stance. Well,
So
they try
anyway,
creating sometime.
but I mean, it says something that people were excited for Guardians of the Galaxy just based off box office, the amount of money it pulled in.
Yeah, no.
Um, and one of the things that I just saw was like also the sophomore slump at sequel fatigue, which maybe, this is. I felt like people weren't turned off to MCU movies until after like Avengers Endgame and stuff. Like that's when people really were like, "Oh, we're over the,
Yeah.
all the movies kind of thing." But I
Fuck.
didn't think it was this early on. But it did mention sequel fatigue. But
I can see it.
well, yeah.
All right.
Um, yeah. So sorry, James. I apologize.
Nah,
I'm just the messenger.
it's not your fault, buddy. It's not your fault. I'm not mad at you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I was yelling. It wasn't towards you. All right, let's get back on track. We got another big movie. Phase 3 is cooking. Um,
Mhm.
this was the second film to come out in 2017, July 7th, not far from my birthday. Um, Spider-Man Homecoming. Spider-Man's first entry into the MCU, his own film, slash. Hey, by the way, Iron Man's also in this movie because Robert Downey Jr. wants a paycheck. um,
It was like they looked at the contract with Robert Downey Jr. Okay, how many movies we got you in? Let's just throw him into Spider-Man.
Honestly, dude, you're probably not far off. I bet you they had him on a pretty big film contract, and if you notice, like he did appear in non-Iron Man movies, especially in this phase. So I think that was to kind of accelerate that end of the contract. I mean, that's just speculation. That's just guessing, but yeah, like, and I'm kind of conflicted with these Spider-Man movies. We'll get into this again in Far From Home, but for a Spider-Man solo film, there's a lot of attention not given to just Spider-Man. You have the whole Iron Man angle, and at in one hand, it's really cool to see these characters interact with each other. On the other
Mhm.
hand, you also want some attention just on Spider-Man sometimes. So I'm a little conflicted on this one. I would love to hear what you think about this one, Kevin.
Well, I personally, I mean, I get where you're coming from. And Michael Keaton is another character that I feel like, um, can also not really do much wrong in my eyes. I guess, like kind of how your take on Kurt Russell. But Vulture as a villain was okay for me.
Yeah, I agree with that.
The Because he was a construction worker that they were. I can't remember the exact thing, but it has something to do with Robert Downey Jr. Because even that was a Stark Industries thing, was
Yeah.
also at play at that too. So that was even more taken away from Spider-Man.
So, real quick, he was a part of the crew that was cleaning up the New York City event in the first Avengers.
Okay,
They were
that's what it was.
taking the technology from the aliens that were invading Earth, so they're repurposing that technology as for them to be villains. So kind of cool use of universe stuff. I do like that aspect.
Now, not to get too caught up on that, I probably have to do research off screen, but maybe you can answer this real quick. So, were they still cleaning up the first? Is this going back in time, or are they still cleaning up the first Avengers movie, even though we've had Age of Ultron since then?
So I would have to rewatch it again too. I feel like they were
And Civil War.
yeah. So I this movie takes place after Civil War, but I think there might even be like a flashback to the initial cleanup,
So it was
and
a build up.
or it could just be like tech that was collected at that time, and then they steal it or capture it. I forget the whole timeline like you're asking for, but
Yeah.
this definitely is the main film is placed after Civil War.
Okay.
Yeah, but that
Um,
yeah, good
that I think
good
that answered
question.
it. The other thing is like I mean we got away from like the Uncle Ben storyline. Like I guess the how Spider-Man came about in this one was different than like it was fresh, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Um and how they worked Captain America or not Captain America, Jesus. Robert Downey Jr. and Iron Man.
Uh huh.
Um he basically got some of his tech like he's almost kind of like Iron Man's or Robert Downey Jr.'s or Tony Stark rather, if we're gonna go by MCU characters. Tony
Yeah.
Stark's like protege in a way.
Yeah.
It's how it came off to me. Like he's it almost seemed like they were prepping him to be like the new leader almost.
Yeah.
Even though he's I mean, are we gonna get Tom Holland when he's still 30? Like are we gonna get a
Oh,
30-year-old Spider-Man?
I think I wonder how old he is. He wait, no, we're 30. How old is Tom Holland? Good question, Kevin. Good question.
I feel like he was a teenager when they started him like back then, because this is his first movie.
Yeah. How old are you, Tom? He's 29 as of right now, so he will be 30 when we watch the next movie, and he's gonna be Spider-Man for a couple more movies at least. So yeah, we're gonna have a 30
Cool.
year old Spider-Man.
All right.
Um, yeah,
Overall, like I thought it was an okay movie. I thought it was good. I don't remember being like super hyped watching it, but it had good humor
mm-hmm.
because you had Happy in there as well, and his aunt
Aunt
is his
May.
aunt, right, or his
Aunt May.
mother,
Yeah.
Aunt May. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Um, and was Zendaya introduced in this as well,
Oh
or
yeah.
okay? So I mean, there's like some good introductions, and she's a fun character. She has humor. And his oh yeah, I forgot the his
Ned.
best friend.
Ned.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he like I like the characters they put together, the villain, and all that. Like it was a good actor playing the villain, but it just for me it was an okay movie. It was good, I
Yeah.
guess. I probably put it like A B A B.
Right. Okay. Um. To bring up another point real quick, I liked how you brought up the whole setting up Spider-Man as a protege to Iron Man. I think like their dynamic together is like great for that. It works so well. So I think that's part of the reason why they went in that direction. I think
Mm.
it's a disservice to Spider-Man though to have so much of that Iron Man tech already in there. And I think this movie was still kind of early in on that. We're not full on Iron Spider-Man suit, and albeit that stuff is really cool. It's cool to see the Iron Spider-Man suit, but we just got him in these movies. Like I don't know. It's mixed feelings because yeah, we already had 5 Spider-Man films before these with a traditional Spider-Man. So we've seen traditional Spider-Man a bunch of times, and they're trying to do new stuff with him for the MCU stuff. And I get that. Um, Part of me just kind of prefers the more pure Spider-Man abilities and powers. Like he can already do so much, and you're giving him all this tech. Like for me, it's just not needed. I think it kind of diminishes what makes Spider-Man so cool and special. But yeah, so overall, I'm pretty mixed on this one too. I do agree. I think B is the correct tier for this one. Um, I would probably put Doctor Strange above it. Do we want this above Ultron or below Ultron? Or
Hmm.
I think it's better than Thor.
Yeah, better than Thor. Um, trying to think. Well, because Ultron, we said they kind of nerfed Ultron's powers, like as far as like the the comics go, right?
Yeah, I mean, give or take, like Ultron, you could just do so much with that character, and to kill him at the end, I think it's kind of like it's like a wet fart. Like you're just like you're getting rid of a villain that you can use forever. Um,
Yeah.
But overall, like he's still a good villain. Like, and they used his powers well, I would say. But um,
I'm
I
gonna say above Ultron.
yeah, yeah, I think that's a good call. I do like that. We can adjust this, but I think this is a good call.
I think it's safe.
Okay.
Definitely not the best Spider-Man. I'll just say that. So
No, no. We'll talk about the best Spider-Man later.
yes,
All right, my man. That means it's the game time. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
just trying to pull it up from here. There it is. Boom.
Okay, well, box office ranking first. I think this one had to have done really well.
Of the movies that came out so far, well, no, Captain America: Civil War. I was gonna say the two movies before this. Well, no, now that was Volume 2 of Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm just thinking of like household names. Like Spider-Man obviously is gonna get watched by a ton of people because of the
Yeah,
name.
yeah. Um, I'm oh, I'm gonna shoot for the moon.
Don't let
500,
me mislead you.
500 million.
Close but no cigar. Um,
Not in the ballpark.
I'm surprised with this one. I almost want to do a fact check on it, but 334 million.
That doesn't seem right.
Let's check the wiki.
No, I believe it though. I feel like it should have done better.
I think unless like that much people were feeling like fatigue.
Yeah,
So what did my number give? 334.
yeah.
Okay. Again, AI can't be perfect, but according to Wikipedia, it was actually 389 million.
Ah,
So
see,
we'll do that one 'cause that seems more accurate.
that does seem more accurate.
So, but it still didn't do crazy.
Yeah, I thought it would have done better than Volume 2, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. But summertime is a competitive market. You could get high up there, but I think they do very well in the May slot because that's right before all the other summer movies have been coming out. And so that midsummer can be tricky. So maybe that's what happened there.
I would be interested to know what other movies were on during some of these to maybe
Yeah.
affect their box office
Yeah, man.
earnings.
That's a huge part of it too. Like I think people kind of forget about it's not just the one performance. You have other movies around it that affect the people's dollars. You can't see everything, so
Yeah.
but we can. We see all the Marvel movies because we're addicted. All
All
right.
right, James. So where are we ranking it?
Interesting. I'm gonna go with number 18.
18. Well, according to the three grading scores, it's an 89.3,
Wow.
which puts it at number 9.
Ah, number 9. Curses.
And yeah, no, that let's see, that's yeah, it is accurate. It's accurate to the previous ranking system as well. So that's
Okay.
number 9.
Cool. All right. Well, thank you, Kevin,
Yeah,
for keeping track of all that.
ruining your dreams.
No, that's just the fun part of the podcast.
Now this one, God, all right. Well, we're gonna
I think we might fight
we're
over
gonna.
this one. Oh man, we're not even halfway. Okay, Thor Ragnarok. This is the third movie to come out in 2017. This was the fall release. Taka Waititi, one of my favorite current directors, first time into the MCU, um, really has his DNA over this entire film. Even stars as one of the characters, Krog, the rock creature.
Great character.
Yeah, like, oh man, what we're this movie, I spoiler alert, I freaking love this movie. I think it's so funny. Um, I think Thor as a comedic character really worked well in this one. It definitely surprised me. I was not expecting it, especially after the previous two Thor movies. There was some comedic elements, and especially the first one that I can remember. The second one I felt like had not a single funny bone in it at all. Maybe except for that post-credit sequence, but then that was kind of lame. But um, yeah, this movie you have Mark Ruffalo Hulk in his first non-Avengers appearance as well, so pretty special for that. You have Hela, an incredible villain, I would say. Yeah, there's a lot to this film. I really love it. Kevin, what do you think about Thor Ragnarok?
I at first did not have um, a good feeling on a lot of the Thor movies, and that's partially because I couldn't quite remember them. But this is one that I actually watched a quick synopsis and got a better feel for the movie and a better appreciation for the movie. Um, and this is the movie where I know you said Mark Ruffalo's Hulk, but this is Gladiator Hulk, correct?
Yeah,
Yeah,
correct. Yeah.
yeah. So we had the Gladiator Hulk. Like you mentioned, Hela is the big bad. They introduced Searcher, which was like the big demon basically that was going to bring about Ragnarok
Yep.
and destroy the planet. Um, the also introduced the Valkyrior. Like they were basically the only thing I guess by happenstance. I guess I put it as this is what I actually have notes on, so I could actually talk about this movie. um, so they found the Valkyrior by happenstance the same time as they're trying to fight Hela. And these were the same warriors that defeated Hela or banished her, helped banish her for that before. And it was just kind of, hey, I just happened to find the right person that, to help us fight Hela kind of thing. Um, and also we got Loki. Loki returned in this movie.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Um, Overall, I thought the movie was pretty good. Uh, Felt like we didn't get enough Searcher, but yeah, it's probably CGI budget. Um,
Sure.
and I gotta mention like the build up to, you know, at the very end they escape the planet, and the end credit scene or the post credit scene, whose
Oh
ship shows up?
yeah.
Yeah,
The that
Thanos. So
that was epic. Like probably one of the better post credit sequence setting up the next thing that's happening with these
I didn't know it was
characters.
gonna be as brutal in the and Infinity War
Yeah.
when it started up, but yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, interesting. Okay.
But I liked
Well,
it. I had a more positive perspective of the movie after. Thankfully, I watched more of a review over it because what I told James like before is like the Thor movies. Just I don't remember a lot about many of them,
hmm
and I have a better feeling for this one. I feel like
it's
it.
it's the best Thor movie by far. Like that's
I would agree
hands
with that.
down. Yeah.
I would agree with that.
Um well, okay. So that being said then, where are we going to put it in the ranking? For me, it's up there. Like I'll be happy anywhere near the top. How do you feel placement wise? What's your gut telling you?
Huh. Well,
Ooh.
I will agree A tier
Ooh.
at least, but do we need to make a discussion
Oh,
for S tier?
oh wow. Weird how it just kind of went up there. Wait,
The
I just
discussion's been had. Okay.
just I can't get away from there.
I think the bottom of the S tier is fine with me. Like
Ooh.
after, like I said, I have more of an appreciation for the movie after watching a little bit of a review on it. I don't know where my headspace was when I saw the movie or anything like that. I just don't. Like I said, I after watching the review, I have a little bit healthier respect for the movie.
Okay.
The only negative I really had was just the finding the same warriors that defeated Hela before by happenstance kind of thing. But other than that, like
Right.
the movie played out pretty well.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I hear you on that. I'm not gonna fault the movie too much on that because, you know, yeah, I feel you. I hear that criticism. I accept that, but I do like the Tessa Thompson character, Valkyrie. I
Mhm.
think she is an amazing actor for this role. I think she really brings that character to life and is fun. She's like a has been drunk that just doesn't care about living anymore.
That's
And
right. Yeah,
then they like recruit her as the Revengers, right? And just have this whole cute dynamic. Like I love the team up at the end. They all look like badasses about to do the big fight at the end. Oh, so good.
Mhm.
Okay, so cool S rank. Do we think it's? Do you like it above Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2? Because I
Yeah. I'm fine with it being against Volume 2.
okay, I'm a little conflicted on that. I'm not sure how I feel. I do. I like it up there, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm. Okay. I'll accept it. Being the bottom of S tier to the top of A tier is pretty close. I think that's okay. I'm okay with that.
James,
Oh yes. Oh yes.
do you want it to be on the bottom of the S tier, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2? What do you want to do?
But they all can't be in the S rank, Kevin. I'm a little
Because I
conflicted.
mean, well, here, put it this way. I know no Volume 2 can't be on the S tier because I feel like number 3 is probably going to be in the S tier.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Really?
I mean, we'll talk about that later, Kevin. That's a future episode. Well, the audience has to wait for a whole nother phase,
All
or
right.
two phases, I think, right? Yeah, you
Um,
gotta wait till part 5 to know what we think about volume 3, bitches.
Make sure to do more
Um,
homework. So, anyways, box office for Thor Ragnarok. Where are you at with this?
okay.
I'm gonna cross check it with Wikipedia to get ahead of it real quick.
I don't think it's in the upper tier. I do want to say this is probably in the mids. Let's say 280.
Okay, 280 is what you're saying. All right, cool. AI and Wiki agree, so that's nice to see. It's a little higher than that.
Oh,
$315 million.
okay. All right. Acceptable.
Yeah,
I was in the ballpark, but I'm happy to see that it was higher than my guess. So that makes me happy.
James, I think we're not even okay. We actually have reached the halfway point
For
overall,
phase. Oh yeah,
and
phase. Sorry.
they've hit $1 billion a few times now overall. Well, this is just domestic. This isn't even global.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Freaking
We're gonna
crazy.
get there soon.
Yeah, but
Um,
ranking wise,
I don't think it reviewed in the top tier, but um, I mean, in my heart, obviously, it's up there. Let's say this was actually a tough one to review because I know the comedic turn was a little controversial. Let's say, ooh, not that low. Man, these rankings are so tough. Let's say like 25.
you're 25th, huh?
Yeah, I mean, they're wrong, but
Well, you'll be pleasantly surprised with this one.
okay.
88.7, which ranks it one under Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Oh wow. Oh, okay. I did not have faith in the reviewers, and I am very happy to see that. Okay, cool, awesome,
There you go.
love
Ranked
it.
10th. One spot underneath. So we got the top four have not shown its face on here yet.
Might be coming up soon with the
Yeah.
we got some heavy hitters coming up. All right, well, let's get to it. We got Black Panther. Wow, this was a really big film. Sorry, excuse me. This is a big film. This was 2018's first film, Ryan Coogler's first appearance as director for MCU. Also, like, was this the first pairing of Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan? This is like not a good time to be. Oh no, they did Creed before this and Fruitville Station. Okay, never mind. So they've been working together for a while, but man, what a pairing though. Like I only bring that up because they've gone on to do so much together, and just a shout out for a current movie of this year, Sinners. If you haven't had a chance to watch Sinners, watch that movie. That is one of the best films I've ever seen. And I don't say that lightly. Yeah. So back to Black Panther. Chadwick Boseman, of course, is the Black Panther. Tragically, he wasn't in the role for too much longer. He passed.
Chadwick Boseman, yeah.
Yeah, he tragically passed way too soon, but he embodied the character very well. Made me a fan of the character. I mean, this whole world, Wakanda, is such a wonderful place to be in, and they did such a good job of putting you into that world and just wanting to be there. You know, like it just was so cool to see a place that is separated from everything, and you just see like a thriving community just having that we're all going to work together as one people, and have this cool advanced technology that just felt like they could do anything, and it was believable too. And all the like, it felt like the collection of the smartest people in the world working on all these things, and the whole mystical side of the Black Panther, and being able to talk to your the relatives that were also Black Panther in that little dimension that they were in.
Yeah.
Just really cool themes and visuals. Great storytelling. You have great supporting cast. I really like this movie a lot. I mean, gosh, I could go on and on, but how do you feel about it, Kevin?
No, it was a cool origin story. Again, it's another you're as our original Avenger crew gets older, they got to start getting prepared for like the next phases and the longevity of the series, the universe, the MCU as a whole. So I thought Captain America, Jesus Christ, he might as well. He was about to take the mantle, basically, the Black
Captain
Panther. I felt like
Panther.
if Chadwick Boseman did not pass away, I felt like Black Panther was going to have a bigger role
Oh yeah.
in the MCU. I kind of felt that anyway. He garnered that much respect, I think, in his role.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I think they had to pivot a little bit. Um, but I did like the supporting cast, like you said. Winston Duke as M'Baku, like he was the rival
Yeah.
tribe, one of the rival tribes that fought for to be the king. And he is a recurring character too. So overall, I like him
Great
in his
actor.
role.
Great actor.
But
Great
also
character.
Letitia Wright isn't Shuri. She's
Oh, so
the
good.
smartest. Like she's like the Tony Stark of their area of Wakanda, basically.
Yeah.
Um, Inventor, brilliant scientist. Overall, no, I liked the movie. It played out really nice. I don't really have any. Uh, I'm not a huge fan. I don't know why of Michael B. Jordan. I don't know why he just. I don't know, but that's my own issues, I guess. That um, he plays a really good bad guy. I guess he's a hateable
Yeah.
bad guy for sure.
Yeah.
But I can see where his character's coming from and being uh, wronged by the Wakandians, basically, and coming back to get vengeance, sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, I liked the movie. I thought it played out really well, and I thought it set up Black Panther excellently. So
Yeah. Cool, man. Well, I hear the confliction with. Is your issue more with how Michael B. Jordan portrayed the character or the character itself?
uh, I think the character itself.
That's fair.
Yeah, maybe that's why, but
Okay.
um, but yeah.
Gotcha.
Otherwise, I think he did well as an actor, and I think he did well playing the character.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
Cool. I kind of get that. You know, for me, when characters have that like I woe is me, you guys should respect me more and all that stuff. It kind of like when you're watching, you're like, all right, get over yourself, kid, you know. But
Seen this before.
yeah, I
Yeah,
could see that. But overall, I mean, it works for the film overall. Like you need to have someone as a bad guy, and it worked pretty well. So,
yeah.
um, all right, well, where are we gonna rank this, man? Where are we gonna put it? For me, I think it's up there. Are we thinking A, B?
Definitely A. I would say it's up there with definitely A tier.
Okay.
Uh,
Do you like it below the Captain Americas, in between, behind Iron Man, above Iron Man?
Behind Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, above Iron Man. I think it deserves to be up there.
Ooh, okay, Kevin. All right.
You're allowed to adjust too. So,
Um, I'm conflicted on this one. I think it succeeds in quite a bit. I'm not, it's a great film. I just wonder if it's above Iron Man.
okay. Again, I think Iron Man, its biggest fault it has is the fact that it's the first one and
Right.
they can only do so much with it. So,
Yeah.
um,
In a way, like I feel like it just nailed it though in the first Get Out, and it kind of gets bonus points for that. But you know,
yeah.
that's you can't really go off of that sometimes.
Mhm.
Let's keep it there for right now. I think this is a good placement for it. I think it succeeded in a lot of ways and propelled us to Infinity War and Endgame in a big way. So yeah, no, I think that's a good placement for now.
Okay.
Cool. All right. Well, congrats to Black Panther getting pretty high up there. That's awesome. Um, Box office ranking. All right, this is the big one. This I remember did huge in the box office market. Like, um, yeah, like it's a lot happened with this movie for it to do very well. So, I'm gonna shoot for the moon. I'm gonna say 515 million.
Final answer.
516 million.
All right. So, final answer.
Sure.
$700
Ah,
million
what?
domestic.
No.
Yeah.
What?
Both AI
Fuck.
and Wiki agree on it. The exact 700 million.
Holy shit. That's incredible.
Yeah. Nuts.
That's
Uh,
insane.
should I tell you like where it lists? Oh well, no, it doesn't give me.
Holy fuck. I knew it was up there, but damn. Good for
It
it.
looks like it's the third highest. It's number three. It looks like on the domestic box office.
Oh yeah, now that you mentioned that, that does sound right. Okay. Yeah, that's awesome. Cool. Good. Well, I'm happy to be wrong. Okay, so now we're doing the review ranking. I would say this one ranks on the higher end, and there's only 4 slots left. So Let's go for let's go for number three.
Number three.
It got number three box office. It has to be number three review, right?
True. True. That's close. It is actually 37. No, I'm kidding.
Kevin, you can't do that to me. The audience just didn't get it.
But no, it got 94.3, and it is number 2 of
Wow.
yeah.
Cool.
It ranked high.
Okay. Wow. So only one film above that, and you have two big Avengers movies coming up. Wow. That's blowing my mind.
Yeah.
Blowing my
Shot
mind.
they shot their shot, they're
They did.
it's almost telling, like, they couldn't reach that level of start, like we're getting there where like they've peaked, they're getting to that peak here
Yeah.
soon.
Yeah. It's like I said at the start of this, man, this was a huge phase. Like the build up to this, they put so much work ahead of this, and phase three just feels like they just went for it, and it shows. I mean, look at the success that they did. $700 million, one movie, incredible, incredible.
Yeah, I know you said we'd go over it soon, or you were gonna talk about it a little, but I'm just gonna throw it out there. It did obviously get over $1 billion globally,
Global. Oh yeah, absolutely.
all by itself.
I think a lot of these movies, if you look back at it, they did $1 billion worldwide.
Yeah, the Avengers definitely had to have if it got to 623 million. So yeah,
Some even
you're right.
got 2 billion. I think even Endgame got 3 billion, like pretty close to 3 billion. So
Nuts.
insane. All right, my friend. Well, congrats to Black Panther, but we have another movie to talk about that, wait a minute, also stars Black Panther. How crazy. This is a big one, folks. Avengers Infinity War, the second movie to come out in 2018. 2 years after Civil War, and we have the Russo brothers coming back to direct it. You also have Christopher Marcus and Stephen McFeely, the screenwriters that were behind Civil War as well, and a big time Marvel people. So this is a big one. You got the start of Thanos coming in and wrecking MCU. This has been setting up for 19 films prior. Some movies more than others setting this up, but in any case, all the characters are coming together to fight the big bad. There's a lot to talk about this film, but Kevin, I want you to start. Give us your feedback on this movie.
The whole movie, well, Josh Brolin is freaking Thanos. Like, I don't know, his dialogue is just chef's kiss in my opinion. I don't know, he just plays such a good evil villain. The whole thing from beginning to end is an emotional roller coaster because it starts off on the ship that was in the post credit scene of Thor Ragnarok, and they basically board the ship and everyone's dead already. You don't even see the battle. It's like there wasn't even a battle. They just lost. Like they
The
just
Asgardians.
yeah. Sorry. Yes.
Yep.
And then we saw what happened to Loki. Unfortunately,
Kills them right
just
away.
yep.
Start
Like
the movie.
so immediately establishes Thanos as this very powerful entity. Um, Mad Titan, right? He's the Mad Titan.
Yep.
So
Yep.
um, but the whole movie as a whole plays very well from beginning to end. And I felt like it really captured, like it pulls a lot of heartstrings throughout the whole movie, but the ending battle, where they lose, unfortunately, just like there's so much emotions, like like I said, emotional roller coaster. The whole movie I could watch like over and over. Um, I just think the build up was well worth it. They're all the pieces coming together into the movie and playing out as a whole was very well done. And we got to see all the heroes basically
Yeah.
um, playing their roles and trying to defend humankind and doesn't go over too well. um, but overall, no, I thought S tier. Like there's no, it's S tier.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Don't get ahead of yourself,
You know,
okay? Wait, wait, wait. You gotta start at the beginning. Okay, Hulk tier, right? A little better than okay, a little better than Hulk
S tier.
tier. You're right.
I
All
mean,
right.
Incredible
C.
Hulk.
I mean, maybe a C. Like I don't know.
Does it do as well as Doctor Strange? Oh yeah, you know what? Iron Man 3 definitely does worse than Iron Man 3. Love Iron Man 3.
You're right. That's the right placement. It just didn't follow the comics how the comics were done. Like based off that, it failed. So it actually needs to make a new tier. All right. All joking aside, I agree with Kevin. I think this is one of the best. Absolutely. Putting all aside, like the name of the comics and everything, like what this film is trying to achieve. You have every hero, I think, except for Ant-Man and the Wasp characters. If I remember correctly,
There,
we don't see them, but like everyone else, you
and that's
have.
because of what we saw in the end credit scene of Ant-Man. Was it Ant-Man, right? That he's stuck
Uh,
in the.
no, you're gonna get that in the next film. You'll see.
Okay, my
Yeah,
bad.
yep, it's all good. But yeah, like how incredible is it that they put all of these characters together and the film works? Like it is insane what they achieved with this and Endgame. Two separate films, so we're just talking about Infinity War right now. But you have a team of heroes going up to not Titan, I don't think, because Titan is destroyed, but another world, and they're fighting Thanos up there. And then you have the Earth team all kind of going to Wakanda and then fighting Thanos' forces down there. And along the way, you have Thor meeting up with the Guardians of the Galaxy, at least with Rocket. I forget all the timeline with it, but you just have a lot of different different storylines going on, and it's switching back and forth, and it all just works so well. And I think the movie looks really good. I would say later Marvel films kind of depend on the volume, that whole like the big dome green screen that the Mandalorian was shot on and stuff. I think some of those films don't look that great, but this one still, to me, looks really great. It looks real. It looks like, and I know a lot of it's not. A lot of it is green screen, but for whatever reason, they made this one look really sharp and good. But yeah, man. Oh, in the beginning where Hulk is dropped from space and he crash lands into Doctor Strange, and you just get that like he's coming, and just that big build up, and everyone starts working together. You have Captain America and Black Widow on the run. The whole nomad thing, that was pretty cool too. Yeah, no, I mean I love it. You're saying S rank though, Kevin?
I think so. I mean, even Thanos, like, it had viewers as much as they love all the heroes. Like, it had people even looking at Thanos's reasoning, going like, you know, like maybe there is an overpopulation problem. Like,
He's not wrong.
and yeah, like his reasoning is in some people's eye, like he had people like reasoning with him, like he doesn't have a bad point, but I think the way he goes about doing it, I mean, other than the snap of the gauntlet, like how else are you going to decide who stays and who goes, kind of thing? Like
Yeah, you're not judging each individual person. You're just given a 50-50 chance if you're going to be evaporated or not. So
Yep.
it's pretty messed up, but I mean, it's a if you're going to do it, that's a pretty like a short small tangent. Dan Brown's Inferno. Dan Brown was the author of the Da Vinci Code.
Hmm.
If you haven't read or watched the movie Inferno, the villain of that book, um, he did a very similar thing where he created a pathogen disease that it would infect everyone, or it would get it would affect everyone, but like it would have a 50% chance of making you infertile or not. So you kind of cut off the birth rate by doing that way. You're not killing anyone, but you're just cutting off the potential of future birth. So I if you're gonna have a mass correction of population, I do like the ones that I like the idea of the ones that make it a clean thing. You're not doing a everyone who's bad needs to go away, or all the good people go up to heaven and the rest are left on Earth. Like it's not one of those storylines. So, like what Kevin was saying, like I do like what he was preaching, like what he was doing. I of course I want that, but you know, like
Yeah.
if you're gonna do like it's better than just fucking killing everyone. Like that gets boring after a while. So,
Yeah. That's what happened on the planet Titan was that they overindulged and the planet ended up becoming rotten, so to speak, because it was just
yep,
all the resources were depleted. And yeah, I think that was his reasoning for doing everything he did,
yeah.
was to prevent that.
Maybe he's the hero we needed all along.
Yeah, maybe he's the hero. Everyone, the Avengers are the enemy.
All right, my friend. Well, we have Avengers: Infinity War in the S rank. Are we wanting it at the top or the bottom? Where are we gonna put it?
It's above the first Avengers.
For sure, for sure. Is it above Guardians of the Galaxy?
For me personally, it was. It was like one of my favorite movies of the entire thing. But for me personally, like, but I could just be biased.
No, I'm with you, buddy. Is what about Civil War? Civil War versus Infinity War. It's finally come. What is better? What or better is a strong word. Like what? Where are we
Which
ranking
one?
it?
'Cause I think on some level, well, I guess we can't talk about story wise because I was gonna say on some level, even Civil War is also part of the build up to Infinity War. But
100%. Yeah.
um,
No, they're splintered. Like that's it's directly a follow up to it. I mean, in all purposes, Captain America: Civil War should have been Avengers: Civil War, but they
yeah,
for whatever reason made it a Well, they made it a Captain America film because of contract reasons. I could almost guarantee it, but
yeah.
it's basically Avengers 2.5, like we said earlier. So I don't know. Like for me, man, I would put it above Civil War. Is that how you're feeling?
I think I would. Yeah, I think I can safely say it. Just the emotional attachment to the
Yeah.
movie, like just the emotions from start to finish, the heart wrenching ending with like Spider-Man and
Oh,
uh,
the snap,
yeah,
the snap.
yeah, the snap heard round world.
Woo!
Yeah,
Man, that was pretty epic when we saw it in theaters, man. Like
that
they actually
you
did it.
thought Thor was coming in to save the day, gets Thanos, and he's like, "You should have went for the head,"
Ooh,
and then man,
ooh, so good, such a good
that
moment.
really was.
Oh, wow. Yeah, we were just like dumb shocked when we saw it. We were just like, how did they do that? Why? Like
Yeah.
you killed half of your cast. What? Incredible.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah, just the emotions in it. I think right now it's the top movie right now. In our up to where we're at now on the list, it's the top movie.
okay. Well, I have to agree, man. I have to agree. I It's hard to argue against that. All right. Well, everyone's favorite game. Time for the box office and review ranking game. Avengers Infinity War. Well, not to spoil things, but I do know this one did very, very well domestically, on top of being a worldwide hit. Black Panther did 700 million.
Yeah, I need to do a quick fact check to make sure.
Ah! Coco just jumped off my lap. That wasn't me screaming. um. Okay.
Oh wow. No, they're accurate. Okay, no, AI and Wiki agree. So
A part of me really wants to go for it, but I do think it's a little above the mark. So I'm going to say a number. 900 million.
no, unfortunately.
Your answer is not accepted. Please try again. Was it
679 million.
No, fuck off.
Yeah,
No.
I know. I verified Wiki and on the. I mean,
What?
it did worldwide $2 billion alone, but
Black Panther
yeah,
made more.
domestically only 679.
Who's
It
across?
is number 4. So number 3 was Black Panther. Number 4,
What the?
yeah. Does Wiki lie? Does Wikipedia?
Fine. I guess I'll be wrong.
It deserves more.
It deserves.
I will. It deserves more. No offense to the Black Panther, but it deserves more.
Interesting. Wow. All right. Well.
Because it was just like the buildup.
Yeah.
The whole buildup was this movie. So for it to not do as well as Black Panther, it's like really kind of thing. Like Black
It's.
Panther is just another origin story if you want to get down to the nitty gritty. Like Infinity War was like the payoff to all of this,
Yeah.
and not as many people went to see it domestically. Kind of interesting.
Yeah. Interesting. Well,
Or more people saw Black Panther multiple times.
there was a lot of that. I know there was a lot of like schools going to see it. Like that movie was a powerful movie. So, all right. Well, hey, good job, Infinity War. 679 is still nothing to sneeze at. So, all right, review time. I would have to say it's up there. We have 1, 3, and 4 still to place. I can't see this not being one of those movies. Let's go number 3.
Number 3. Number 3. It is 92.7.
Okay.
And that puts it at 4th place.
Motherfucker.
So
so close.
so close. So you're right, almost right on the money. So I think I can't remember what movie it was. I want to say there was one you guessed correctly, but I might be wrong.
We'll never know.
We'll never know. We don't have the ability to rewind.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, it's all right. Well, Infinity War, and we're gonna be talking more Avengers very soon. But now it's time for Ant-Man and the Wasp. Bye ranking. All right, cool. So yeah. So wow, Avengers: Infinity War was in April 2018, and again, hot off the presses, Ant-Man and the Wasp came out in July 2018. So just a couple months afterwards, you had Peyton Reed came back. He directed the first one. And you have the bigger role for the Wasp in this one. So this movie has it was a good movie. I don't know, placing it right after Infinity War was like the best call, but I'm
still smoking my cigarette after seeing Infinity War when this came out.
yeah, and especially like a couple months afterwards, like talk about being like oversaturated. I think that was pretty rough. They really probably should have slowed down a little bit, but they had to fit 2 more movies in between. But that's here or there. That we're just talking about solely the movie here. So overall, like, I think the Ant-Man character is a lot of fun. I think these movies are fun. They're comedies first, I would say, with some action. There is, like, going off of my memory, there is some fun moments in this. You also have the Ghost character as the villain, and the Ghost has returned in the MCU recently. But yeah, overall, I think this movie is fine. I don't really have anything bad to say about it per se, but I just don't think it does much compared to what we've talked about in the previous Phase 3 films. So, that being said, Kevin, how do you feel about this movie?
Kind of the same. It's we need to go back to the island, Kate. We need to go back to the island.
I was gonna make a reference to that, but I don't like her anymore, so I didn't want to acknowledge her.
What? Oh, well, I'll have to ask you off screen what happened, but
Yeah, it's an off-screen topic.
got it. Stay away from the island, Kate. Stay away from but yeah, it was. I mean, it felt like a filler episode of something that we're watching. It was like after Infinity War. It was an introduction in the mid-credits scene because I mentioned it earlier, but I guess you're right. It was in this movie where um, Pym, Hope, and Janet send Lang into the quantum realm, so to harvest quantum energy in a plan to help Ava remain stable. Um, Before they can retrieve Lang, the other 3 turn to dust. The snap. So that was the connection piece, and where setting up for Endgame in a way, because it's how they come back. But the spoilers. Otherwise, it was a fun movie. I think this was the movie where it had a long van chase scene that was like, didn't they like shrink down into like a small toy? And then I think they had Giant Man came back. He reprised his role. He came back
Well,
and
yeah, he's able to
had a
go
big scene.
big and small throughout. So yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah, exactly.
the dogs are barking,
Um,
so I'll get closer so people can hear me.
got it.
Yeah. They
Uh,
they played around with Ant-Man's powers a little bit more. Kind of opened up the aspect of going big and small. So there were some fun moments, but yeah. For me, I would say it ranks up there with the first Ant-Man. Maybe
yeah,
maybe even a little less, honestly. Like, watching it again, like, I thought it was a fun movie and stuff, but like thinking back, like, I just don't think it did much to add to the universe. So I mean, I would place it over Iron Man 2 and behind the first Ant-Man. Does that sound cool to you?
yeah. I think I like that.
It's not a stinker. Like, they're not stinker movies like
No,
the Hulk tier movies, but
definitely wasn't epic, and I think, like you said, that worked against them after Infinity War. Like you had this plateau, and then the next movie was think being judged too harshly based off of what it's coming after,
yeah,
basically.
for sure. For sure.
um.
Is it
Oh, okay, so Ava Star. Okay, so Hannah John Kamen.
oh, is she the ghost
Uh,
character?
yeah, she's the villain. She plays Ghost. Um,
Oh, and Lawrence Fishburne, everyone's favorite, is in this movie.
mhm.
Forgot about that. He played a good part. I liked him in this movie. Lawrence Fishburne cannot do any wrong in my mind too. Like, he's an actor that always hits for me.
So this is a cool little tidbit
Oh,
about Ghost.
Walton Goggins was in it. Sorry, I love Walton Goggins too.
That's okay.
Forgot he was in this one.
Hannah John Kamen was selected as as Ghost, Ava Star, after receiving an endorsement letter from Steven Spielberg,
Mm.
who praised her work with him in Ready Player One. Figured I'd
Oh,
give that little shout out.
okay. I mean that.
And so I guess because of how she did in Ready Player One, which is something you introduced me to, um,
I don't.
the book anyway.
Yeah, I'm
But in the
much.
movie, apparently, according to Wikipedia, I just kind of caught it as I was reading it. That's what it shows on there. It said,
Cool.
selected by Reed for the role after receiving an endorsement letter from Steven Spielberg, who praised her work with him in Ready Player One.
Okay, nice. That's a nice little tidbit. It's always nice to see Steven make his voice out there. I mean, one of the most respected directors of our time, so his
Yeah.
voice speaks a lot. So that's cool. That's nice. I think she's a great actress as well. Like I do really like her performance in this movie. Like I would say like her performance is better than like the Yellow Jacket villain, but I think the movie doesn't do it doesn't work as well as the first one. But still
Yeah.
up there, still pretty much the same. But yeah,
Yeah. I felt
cool.
like I stand by where you ranked it, and like it was kind of a filler movie to set up how they're going to handle Endgame. So,
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. All right. Well, time for box office ranking. I don't think this one did very well. Let's see what the. Oh yeah, the first one is 180 mil. So I would say this one is probably around there. Did it do better or worse? Interesting. Interesting. For some reason I want to say the first Ant-Man did better, but then Phase 3 was popping.
I have I have confirmed that Wiki and AI agree.
We have confirmation, folks. We have confirmation. Um let's just go with 190. Let's just do it.
All right, 190, and Ant-Man was 180.
Yeah.
It got an astounding $217 million.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
I guess I just don't know shit.
James, turn in your badge. You're
I'm a failure. I'm a fraud. Nothing I've said has been true this entire episode.
I mean, I consider that within the ballpark of what you said. I mean,
Thank you, buddy.
you said 190, right?
Yeah, I said
So
190.
yeah, no, I mean that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean you're realistic. You knew it wasn't going to perform like Avengers. So
No, yeah, that would just be outrageous.
yeah.
All right. Well,
So
thank
you
you.
rank it on the movie
Interesting.
scale here.
Well, I would have to put it towards the lower end, mid lower end. Let's see what's available. The first one is ranked 16th. I could see it being a little bit lower. I'm kind of thinking it got like a 84, 83, which would put it around rank 20, it looks like. So let's go with 20.
James,
Did I get it?
go fucking play the lotto, my man. So you ranked it in 83. It's in 83.3.
All right. I'm back, baby.
And number 20.
I'm back, baby.
Yeah.
Don't call it a comeback.
James does not have access to my AI list at all. So this is him winging it, and he just fucking nailed it. Good job, bud.
I'm playing this pure. I did not do my homework. I have been studying the performance of these films. I've been this has been what I've been building towards my entire life since 2008. So, but I'm doing this pure. I did not do any homework beforehand. So, thank you, Kevin. I appreciate you allowing me to achieve this moment. This is why we do it, folks. This is why we're here. Oh,
And
man.
just like with the MCU, we're at peak. So.
Yep, now it's all downhill from here. All right, my man. Well, we got just a few more to do, and we're at the end of Phase 3. So let's go for it. We got Captain Marvel. Woo! Everyone's favorite. Sorry, that's probably a harsh way to start it, but now, so Captain Marvel. This was the first film to be released in 2019 for MCU. So we got a pretty good break from the last film to this one. The last film to be released before the big boy Endgame comes out. So this movie had a lot to do. You have the introduction of another new character at the very end here, and one that Marvel was hyping up pretty heavy. Captain Marvel is a powerful character, and I felt like they achieved that really well with this movie. Watching it for the first time in theaters, it was definitely a fun movie. You got a great introduction of going back to Carol Danvers, right? Is the character name? She's a pilot, and she gets like blasted by these cosmic rays, or I think it's even like an Infinity Stone, right? Like, she gets like absorbed with all these powers, these cosmic powers. So she just
You got
becomes.
exposure to the Tesseract energy.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yep, the first Infinity Stone that we were aware of. So a lot of history there. You do get the flashback with the younger Nick Fury, Samuel Jackson, of course. He plays a big role in this film, and he's looking better than ever. But yeah, this movie was a fun movie. I definitely enjoyed it. I I would say I don't have a lot of reasons to go back to this one, but overall, I think it's a fun, enjoyable movie. What about you, Kevin?
I think you nailed it. I do like the seeing how like Brie Larson plays the character, um, and like you said, like the kind of like the Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury, like Nick Fury and them trying to work together. Um, because Nick Fury, I'm trying to remember, like, was there a moment where Nick Fury wasn't sure about her, that he was treating her as the enemy? Like, I'm having a fog. Or were they actually already, was he already friendly toward her when she crashed through the blockbuster?
I don't
'Cause I can't find my notes
remember.
earlier. Sorry, yeah, no problem. But um, we got introduced to, I have my notes here. Um, right there. The scrolls we got. Oh no, it was the scrolls. The scrolls were the enemy already, so we were already got introduced to the scrolls, and also Goose the cat. So we got Goose. He was
Well,
introduced. Remember, he had the.
oh, I love the
I think
cat.
he. Huh?
I love the cat. I think this is the introduction of the scrolls for the MCU, though, right? That
I
sounds
think
right.
you're right there.
Yeah.
I just can't remember if they were on Earth when because she crash landed or whatever, and it became like a whole thing where she had amnesia.
Uh huh.
So, but yeah, no, she's very powerful for sure. My only problem with Captain Marvel as a whole in the whole universe is I know she's like the protector of more than just Earth. That's why we don't see her. But I mean, I feel like there's so many things that happen on Earth with just her appearance would just like negate some things. Especially if they have uh the was this the movie or was it the ending scene, the post credit scene where we get another a snippet of the you know the glove. Everyone is or the gauntlet rather.
Infinity
Everyone's
Gauntlet.
turning into dust, and then Nick Fury I think turned to dust, and like he had the little uh, the
Oh,
transponder.
that was in Infinity War. He was snapped, and you saw that he was trying to page someone. He had this like weird looking device that's basically like a space pager, and then
So that was teasing, yeah.
yeah, then you see her logo appears. So he was trying
That's
to
right.
call her and reach her. So that was setting up this movie.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you for piecing that together. I was failing there for a minute,
Yeah,
but
buddy.
overall, yeah, like you said, I think it was a fun movie. It was a good introduction. Um, amnesia trope. What are you gonna do about it?
Yeah, that shit gets a little weak for me sometimes.
Yeah. And the scroll were just the main enemy, or like there was like there wasn't. I can't think of like the villain. Like I'm talking about like the level of villain. Like the villain was kind of weak, right? Like in that
Well,
movie.
so the villains were actually the same villains in Guardians of the Galaxy. Not the Skrulls, but the Krill. Does that sound right?
Krill,
Or yeah, the Kree. Sorry, the Kree.
the Kree.
Yeah, the more blue people.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, and what's his face? Jude Law was kind of like the big bad, but he was also like her friend and stuff. So you kind of have that where she has this whole mind thing, right? She doesn't know who she is. She doesn't know that she's a human. She was brainwashed to think she was a Kree, and
That's
then
right.
is brought back to
That's right.
Earth.
That's right.
Yeah, so that it was okay, but I'm kind of siding with you where that story trope just was a little flat. You as the audience, this person's gonna be a good guy. So when they are a bad guy for half the film, it just feels weird. Yeah, I think when I watched it, I feel like I ranked it pretty high, but I think a lot of that was the hype of the Infinity
Captain Marvel.
Saga. Well,
Mm.
just like the hype, yeah, and like definitely hyping that character and their power set. I do like Brie Larson's performance. She
Yep.
got a lot of grief of being in this role for whatever reason, but I
Yeah, I
think
didn't get that.
yeah, I thought she did a great job. But overall, I think the movie is kind of in the middle for me. So,
I
well,
was thinking BC.
BC.
What is
Yeah.
on? Maybe C is a little too low, honestly. But
Yeah.
Back
Um,
of the Bees, better than Thor, less than Thor.
mm, man, that's a tough one. Let's put it above Thor. I think it's above Thor.
Okay,
I think that's fair.
I think I'm comfortable with that.
Yeah. You know what we should do,
Um,
Kevin? We should once we're all done with this, we should get together for 37 days and watch every one of these films and then go back and see how wrong we were.
I mean, some of these we're relying on 8-year-old memory here, so I think that's fair.
And now it's time for our games that we play.
And I have
All right.
moved on from coffee. It's late enough in the afternoon now. I have whiskey, so
Well, there goes the rest of the recording, everybody. We'd love to see it. Um, all right.
go
Well,
back to the old Fractal Minds days.
oh boy, we're gonna get canceled now. All right, buddy. Um, for Captain Marvel box office ranking, I do want to say this performed up there, if I remember correctly, because I think this one did have the hype of of the end of the Infinity Saga. So I want to say with that hype, let's say 450.
450.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're consistent. Like you're in the ballpark with these. Even if I think the only one you were way off on was one of them that you guessed 900 million. I can't remember which one that was, but
I don't recall that.
but this one you said 400 million,
450.
450 million.
450.
All right, well that's 427 mil. So you're there. I mean,
Oh,
you're not bad.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
Where
Awesome.
where did it rank on the hierarchy? Do you think?
Ooh. Ooh. Okay, this could be. This is a tough one because probably off camera we just kind of talked about. There was some controversy with Brie Larson in the role. Maybe it got review bombed a little bit. I forget what aggregate we're using that maybe would be affected by that, but in any case,
I think cinema score. Cinema score would be the only one because two
okay.
of them are just like literal critics.
Mm-hmm.
Cinema score is the audience score. So that, if anything, the cinema score got affected. But either way, like
Yeah, yeah. Interesting. Man, that's hard to judge then because whatever. Okay.
want me to give you a hint?
No, I don't want no damn hits. Get out of here with your damn hits, Kevin.
All right, lotto winner, let's go.
Can I do a double? Last one I hit on the head, so can we do it again?
Yep.
This is so hard. 18?
18. You're saying 18.
I don't think it's right.
I mean, you couldn't be closer without not being right. So 84.3,
Say it. Just say it.
number 19. You couldn't, you literally could not have been closer.
Oh, I'm dying. Oh, that's so funny. Oh man, you crack me up when you use the word sometimes. Oh, buddy. Okay, well, I feel good about that. That's still close enough. All right.
Yeah.
Uh, wow, what a thrilling ride. I love I'm sorry, I got the giggles now. All right, well,
Now, the culmination of the Infinity Saga comes down to this, even though there's still one movie technically after. But
I can we talk about that real quick?
sure.
That is so strange to me that they did this twice in a row. The end of a phase, they don't end with the big team up
Oh
movie.
yeah.
Phase two ends with Ant-Man, and Phase three ends with Spider-Man: Far From Home. But when you think about the phases, you think the end is the Avengers films. Like, I don't understand the reasoning behind that.
I'm trying to think, is there a chance that like Ant-Man did it serve as like the epilogue of
That's
of that saga, and then
yep.
Far From Home is like the epilogue and the entry into the next saga? Like, is that
I think you're
um
100% correct, and great word epilogue. You know, I think that's exactly how they even describe that. So, I,
oh
I think with you saying that again, I do think that's their mindset. I just don't know if these phases need that, you know. But
I agree.
that's here neither here or there. But yeah, man, let's get into it. This is a big one. Avengers Endgame. April 26, 2019, the second film to come out in 2019, and the culmination of Phase 3, the Infinity Saga, all previous phases. This is a big one, buddy. Um, do you want to start this, or you want me to start it?
Go ahead and start it.
Okay. Yeah, so this film picking up after the events of Infinity War. The we have a 5 year time jump to the future after Infinity War, so people have been living post snap for 5 years, and all that grief, all that despair, the acceptance of their loved ones gone, and we just come upon our heroes dealing with that, and everyone's wrecked. I mean, Tony is stranded in space. You have Tony Stark stranded. He's shriveled. He comes back. He's mad at everyone because they, instead of being ready to fight this big threat, they were all fighting beforehand. So he's pissed off at everyone, and um, gosh, yeah. Then you start getting the idea. Well, I guess Ant Man must have came back from
He
the
escaped the quantum realm.
he escaped the quantum realm, and then he showed everyone that you could enter the quantum realm or use the quantum realm to get to different universes. This is where a lot of like you gotta go down some sci-fi comic book realms for this because
I
this.
think. Oh, go ahead, sorry.
Well, I think the concept of how they solve the snap, like bringing people back. Oh, and also you gotta. Sorry, so there's just a lot to unpack with this. They go and find Thanos and they kill him. Remember?
Oh, yeah, like right in the beginning.
Right
You're
at the
just like,
beginning.
well, that was just blowing your load. Like,
Yeah, like
decapitated him.
what they should have done beforehand.
He
But
aimed for, and it was Thor. So Thor
yep,
aimed for the head this time.
yep. Oh my God, Fat Thor. Oh, forgot about that.
Oh, Jesus. I mean, I get the humor. I wasn't a fan. I felt like it killed the character almost. I don't know. I wasn't a big fan of Fat Thor, but I know people found it humorous. The
It's
obvious fat suit he's wearing.
it's pretty funny. It's pretty funny.
Hmm.
I like that he's like just
Depressed.
he's depressed that he didn't do what he was supposed to do. I think it worked, but I do agree like the look of it, obviously. But
Because
uh,
Fat Thor lasted longer than this movie, though, right? He was fat again in future movies, I thought.
I don't think so. I think he like started shredding back up for Love and Thunder, the next Thor movie.
Right.
Yeah, because he's back to looking good again. But I think he trimmed up. Like, yeah, I think it was just for this movie. But yeah. So they and then also so they with killing Thanos, they also showed that Thanos destroyed the Infinity Gems, the Infinity Stones. So how are you gonna bring back all these people? And they discover that they have to go back in time and find the Infinity Gems and pluck them from the different timelines. But then the Ancient One, who is no longer in our realm of existence, she's like this um, astral being that talks to Mark Ruffalo and says, if you do this, you're going to create new universes. So, like, I think that's the biggest thing about this movie is
I think at this point they only think they're time traveling. They don't realize they're effing with a bunch of different universes. Like I think they just think they're going back in time and getting. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of wiki lied or wiki cheated rather. Um, I think Thor and Rocket go back to Asgard in 2013. Apparently,
well
the
the
2013 like
it's Dark World, Thor Dark World. They go back to that movie.
yeah.
Hmm.
So they think they're just time traveling, but I think you're right. In reality, they don't realize they're screwing with realities while they're doing this.
Yeah, like it's very interesting, and I don't think they really. It's difficult. I don't think they really um, accept that we're returning to a different universe then, because I think what's accepted by Marvel and maybe even like the fan base is that when everything now after this movie, we are just still in 616, but that it can't be because we have to be in a completely different universe. If we've time traveled and you affected the past and you go back to a certain future, you're in a different universe. That the universe that got the snap, that everyone, half the world, half the universe died, that's stayed. That's over there. We're in a different one where we saved everybody. Because even Thanos is back. Well, they go back in time. It's too much, Kevin. It's too much.
I think I see your head splitting as we speak.
Like I was thinking about this on the buildup of us doing this, and it's just so convoluted. And like I fucking love convoluted timelines. I love universes. This is really like the kickoff to the multiverse saga too.
Yeah.
Um,
I feel like they were paying homage to a lot of past movies by going back in time to these. They go to the first Avengers movie where
yep,
Loki is there to get the stone that's there.
yep,
Asgard. They go to the Thor: The Dark World. They go to that timeline to go get that stone. Um, it's like kind of like a culmination, almost kind of a throwback to all these previous movies
yeah,
in a way, but also serving a purpose to the end game. No pun intended,
yeah.
um, but yeah, no, that was because didn't they even see like wasn't there even like a in the first Avengers like they showed that moment again where the Hulk, like the Incredible Hulk, he like does the
The puny
he does
god, yeah.
the thing.
Well, and this is the movie that we got Captain America's ass in it, right? Like
Yeah, America's ass.
America's ass.
That's right.
Yeah. Great moments. I mean, there's so much to talk about this movie. And of course, the end battle is probably the most epic thing you're gonna find in a Marvel movie, and most movies, I would say. There's so much to unpack with that, but I think
Captain
my
America wielding Thor's hammer.
Mjolnir, yeah, I mean that was incredible. I was freaking out when I first saw it, and of course, this is the movie that you get the Avengers Assemble line, something that they were teasing for a long time. Age of Ultron even had a little tease of that, but yeah, man, like obviously this movie is epic. There's a lot to it. It's the culmination of everything that we've seen before. Um, I think a little bit of the timey wimey multi universe stuff kind of gets a little much when you're trying to solve this problem. You're trying to solve bringing everyone back. You have the idea of different timelines and plucking the things that you want and then coming back, and which reality are we in? And I think if you think about it too much, like I am currently, a lot of it just doesn't make sense and it doesn't work, or the result of it causes too much of, well, that happens so now everything changes, or it should change, but it doesn't feel like it did. So I think as
I
a
feel like they're screwing up a bunch of other universes without realizing it. Like all these stones just disappear.
yeah, and I think there's consequences with that, which
Mhm.
they were building up, but I also don't think we've seen a lot of those consequences, and maybe we have, but we just haven't realized it. But again, that's a lot to unpack, and I think overall the movie is great, but I think it is hurt by some of those questions that I'm bringing up. So I do really like the movie a lot. I think it is pretty epic. I would like to hear your thoughts on it.
Uh, I am actually I'm actually relieved that you gave the take that you did because I as well didn't feel like Infinity War was so emotional. Like like it there was so much on the line in that movie, and this you didn't quite get that. Especially kind of I don't know. I didn't find it satisfying that they beheaded Thanos so quickly. Like I don't know. That just didn't wasn't. I know he ends up how so can you answer me this real quick because I'm trying to piece together that part. So is that Thanos from a different timeline as well, the one that they fight in the end?
So they go back to, I want to say five. I think they go back 5 years to
So the time travel. Okay.
like the snap occurred. Um, so if my fuck, I don't remember actually. No,
So the
okay,
Thanos.
okay, I remember. Thanos. I want to say they set the movie in 2023. That could be wrong, but they killed Thanos in that timeline, and then a younger Thanos like discovered that all this was happening. He was able to time travel and get to the future. So a younger Thanos time traveled to, and that's the one that they're fighting at the end.
Which, if you take that into account, why did he go to the one where they're all powered up?
Yeah, yeah. You know what? It's been a while since I watched the movie, and they maybe they answer that question, but like you saying that just now too, it's like, yeah, why did he do that? uh,
Um, I and I am relieved that you had the same take as me. I think you're gonna be as shocked as me when you see the results, but the I found Infinity War to be more engaging than Endgame in a sense of like I'm on the edge of my seat.
yeah,
Endgame, I guess. I mean, you kind of when you know how it's going. I don't know. I guess it takes away some of the shock factor when you kind of know where it's headed. I mean, you know Thanos, he's not going to win at the end, and I guess the way they killed him at the very beginning, kind of, I don't know.
yeah,
I thought it was a great movie. Like I did. It just,
yeah,
I thought Infinity War was better. As far as where it engaged me, I guess, like where I was on the edge of my seat, so to speak. I didn't have that same feeling with Endgame, but I remember enjoying it thoroughly.
yeah, yeah, man. I have to agree. Like, I think Endgame kind of gets the golden star sometimes because it's the last one, and like thinking back and like really like trying to like critically analyze this stuff, I think it just is a little convoluted with the storylines, and I think
Yeah,
that's what hurts it the most. The battle stuff is epic. The end battle
yeah,
scene, I would just watch that on repeat, but it's the whole movie as a whole. So
yeah.
um
Uh, if we're gonna hold Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 to
okay.
the standard of there's the reason it got knocked on according to the what I read was too many backstories going on or too many character buildups, so it got negatively impacted its score.
Okay.
We don't have that for Endgame for all of the like you said all the different time travel like all the different things they're doing, but it
Yeah.
doesn't get that same critique. Um, yeah, it's kind of unfair in that regard. But anyways, um, where are we gonna put it? Are you gonna? Is this still S tier for you?
Oh man, going into this, I thought there was like no way that it cannot. But I almost wonder if it should be at the top of A rank I can still see it in S rank. I mean, there's still a lot of these. There's still a lot of parts of this movie that I love,
Yeah,
and just putting all these characters in a movie together is that's all I really need, honestly. Like
yeah.
it does a lot of right in that sense. I just wonder if it does it automatically earn that rank or is it an A rank? I don't know. How do you feel? Where are you at?
I think it because I'm looking at the other one like we have up there. Like I would, I think it's S tier. I think it's
Okay.
up there.
Okay.
Um,
I think
Trying to
that's
think
the
whether
right
it's better than Thor, Ragnarok. Um, because we have that movie up there. So is Endgame worthy of that same tier?
Yeah, I mean, I think it deserves it. I think it's trying to do a lot, and you know,
I think
overall it works. Like a lot of the criticisms that I have is just really kind of devil's advocate kind of stuff. Like overall, watching the movie, like everything just works, and you're just going with the flow and stuff. I just think the big question of how does this all really work, I kind of wanted to throw out there and just kind of call out. But when you're watching it, it's a fun ride. You're zooming through different universes and timelines. It is a lot of fun. I like it. I
I
don't.
am Iron Man.
Well,
He does his own click. Yeah.
we knew that about you already, Kevin. Like, why are you saying that? Like, no, there's a lot of epic moments.
Howard Stern uses a gauntlet that Stark still don't use them. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Sorry. So no, I was kind of reading a little bit about the movie just to see if there's anything that changes my mind that sticks out at me, but there's really not.
Yeah.
Um, I say
Um.
above Thor,
Yeah.
below the
Below.
first Avenger. That's the first Avengers that's sitting there, right?
Correct.
Yep.
This is probably a good call.
I think I like that.
Man, S tier is pretty full. Almost need like a double S tier.
Has any of were there any? Okay, let me look. Were there any Avengers? Where's Ultron at?
Ultron's in B,
B. Okay, so there was that.
which I think is fair. I mean,
Yeah.
you want the Avengers to be the best movies, and overall, I think they succeeded in that. So,
Yeah.
I think that's fair. All right. Well,
I think. I think I'm happy with it.
okay. Good job, Endgame. You made it to S tier after all. All right. Well, enough of our thinking of what about Endgame. What about the box office success?
Yeah.
This is a big
Where
one,
you
buddy.
where you got James?
You might think I'm crazy when I say this number, but I know it did very well. It's it's like one of the top performing domestic box office films of all time. With that being said, I want to say it did 820 million.
Well, I mean, hey,
You gave it a shot.
you get a gold star. No. You actually did really well. You did
Okay.
really well. $858 million.
Okay. I knew there was more in there. I just couldn't remember how far. So 858. That's insane, bro.
I guess I
Uh,
won't tell you where it places, just so you can still guess if a future movie is higher grossing or not.
that's number
So,
one. No, that's number one.
are you sure?
Yes. Oh, maybe Deadpool and Wolverine. No, that had to be number one, bro.
All right. Well, okay, you took it away. That's number one. So now everything else is beneath it. So,
Yeah. No, that's yeah. I would be shocked if that was not correct.
so
um,
where do you have it ranking as?
is it number one? If it's not number one, then I it would be number three. But I don't know. Ooh, maybe Spider Man. Uh, for shits and giggles, number one.
With an astounding 95.0. It is the number one ranked movie in the
Wow.
MCU and the top grossing, domestic grossing. I'm not sure where, like, I don't have the numbers for worldwide or anything, but or global. But domestic, it's number one. Ranking, it's number one. It's number one across the board.
Do you, how much of it being the culminating film that just like automatically make that? I mean, I think it's a great film. There's no doubt about it. I wonder how much of the factor of people just accepting it was the last one, except for the epilogue that we're about to talk about. But like I think it just got the gold stars for being the last one, right?
That's kind of where I'm at with you. That's why I thought it was refreshing that you gave the take you did. That it wasn't as uh, grounded as Infinity War. It just didn't resonate feelings, emotions in me the way Infinity War did. Still a great movie, and I think you're right. It got the ratings it did because it was the end. That was the culmination of everything before it, and in the name, it's the end game. So
Yeah.
we got to see the passing of the guard, so to speak, as well, with the death of Tony Stark. So and Captain America too. So
In a way, yeah, I liked what they did with him. He went back in time and he got
yep,
his happy ending with Peggy Sue. So it's pretty nice that they had that.
yeah.
Very emotional, weighted film. But I think Infinity War succeeded in our fractal minds collected mind. I think Infinity War succeeded more for us for the last two Avengers movies. So, all right, cool, man. Well, pretty epic conversation. Let's wrap up Phase 3 of MCU with the last film, Spider-Man: Far From Home. The second MCU solo film for Spider-Man, Tom Holland. Not his second appearance though. He appeared in the previous Avengers films that we just talked about, so he's already well seasoned as Spider-Man. He's dealing with the death of Tony Stark. That's pretty heavy on the beginning of this film. You have Sam Jackson again as Nick Fury, pretty heavy appearance in this role. And you have Jake Gyllenhaal as the bad guy, Mephisto. So, this movie had a lot going for it. July 2nd, 2019, John Watts returns as the director. Um, I have some feelings about this movie, but I would love to hear your feelings first.
Um, overall, because it was we criticized Homecoming for being in um Iron Man Shadow. And we do get that again a little bit in this movie. Iron
Yep.
Man, Tony Stark just can't keep his mittens out of Spider Man's movies.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
um, overall, like the movie itself, like it was, a like I said, a kind of a changing of the guard because we lost the two leaders at the end of Endgame, and now like Spider-Man, I kind of said Black Panther was going to be like I felt like he was kind of sizing up to be the next leader almost, but it kind of felt like Spider-Man was going to be given some of that power. Um, the but he overall the movie, I like the setting in Italy in Venice. Mysterio as like Gyllenhaal playing Mysterio was cool. I like the character. I got Iron Man 3 vibes. In a sense, I didn't hate it like I did Iron Man 3. I didn't hate it by any means, but I got the sense of like you got the rug pulled out from under you. Mysterio isn't the hero he's portraying. It's
Yep.
all smoke and mirrors. It kind of we did get the Peter Tingle. We got the Peter Tingle in this movie. So
The spider sense.
So, which that was kind of cool seeing that him use like one of his Spider-Man powers at the end to finally beat him. You know, he had to use
Oh, sure.
his
Yeah.
senses to get to see through the mirage he was looking at because
Uh huh.
he was using Tony Stark's um what I can't think of the name of the AI that he had,
Oh
but
yeah, Jarvis. But then there it was a variant off of that. Yeah, Friday, was it Friday or?
Edith, Edith.
Oh, so yeah, so memorable.
But then Jake Gyllenhaal, I think, stole it. I think he stole the technology or something, right? And that's
Yeah.
where Spider-Man had to use his Peter Tingle to, since we're not going to call it Spidey senses.
Wait, why are we calling it spider sense? What? I think are you the one that came up with Peter Tingle?
No, that's the actual. That's the.
Stop. No, it's not. Who came up with Peter Tingle? The fuck are you talking about?
Yes, it is called Peter Tingle in the MCU. It is coined by Aunt May in Spider-Man: Far From Home as
Get
a humorous alternative to the traditional spider sense.
get the fuck out of here. No. I I'm not happy about that
The,
at
the, the
all.
MCU adopted Peter Tingle.
All right. This gets a whole new
It just lost a tier rank.
Peter Tingle. There we go. There you go, buddy. You get a whole. That's you, buddy. You're down there. You're staying down there forever. I I blacked that out. I don't remember that at all, and I am extremely offended that that is an acceptable term for the spider sense. Like spider sense works. Why are we making the Peter Tingle?
So, before I pass it on to you so you can rant, overall, I was okay with the movie, but the fact that Mysterio is just another smoke and mirrors villain, it,
Literally.
yeah, it really literally, but he used drones. I don't think in the comics they used drones or anything, but
Yeah, probably not.
they were being more, I guess, modern about it. So,
Using the Stark tech.
hurrah.
Yeah.
Before I would have probably ranked it a B tier, but I guess it's
um,
maybe
I
not
got,
even B. I guess I gotta look at the other movies. But you could take it away, James. What's your take?
I gotta say, man, I think looking back on this, I think I'm gonna rank this one pretty low. Um, Again, when I saw it, I think it's fine, but like really criticizing what we got here and comparison with the other films, I'm gonna say it's on the bottom, man. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, like I don't think a lot of the things that it was trying to do work. Um, and this might be, I think this might be a fault of Sony and the Marvel relationship. I think they were in the middle, if memory serves correctly, I think they were probably in the middle of negotiations. And I think Sony still has too much influence over these films.
Okay.
And I like Jake Gyllenhaal a lot. He doesn't always work for me in movies, and I think this is a case where he doesn't work for this role. Um, and that's just kind of me going off of the comics and even the animated series from the
Okay.
90s. Mephisto is such a cool character, and they freaking neutered him so much. Um,
Mysterio. You keep saying Mephisto. I just wanted to say Mysterio.
My bad. It's Mysterio. You're right. Thank you.
I guess they're down. I guess they're down there on that tier, but
Yeah, yeah. Well, Mysterio could be used in such a cool way, and they just they didn't do that, in my opinion, in this movie. Um, I really think they did him injustice. And, I think movies are allowed to play with characters. Like, not every comic book character is done, or these movies aren't done to the comics, but I think they succeed better when they do. Especially like for people like me who kind of expect them to follow that path. And obviously, the movies have to play with the characters in their own little sandbox, but I don't think it's done well. And I do like the road trip aspect. I think that's cool. The far from home. He's in the trip to Italy. I think that's cool. That's fine. You take him out of New York. Um,
Different setting. There's been so many movies where it took place in New York that I don't know. I like the setting.
yeah, no, I love. I mean, I love Italy. Like, yeah, for sure.
Mhm. Yeah.
I think this movie is dragged down from the Iron Man stuff that you talked about. Um, I think I do like Nick Fury's presence, but it kind of goes back to the point that I made with the first Homecoming movie. It's just too heavy on that supporting character. And Spider-Man, I guess he's a younger Spider-Man, so I think that's why they had to propel these other supporting actors to support him more. But he's freaking Spider-Man, man. You don't need all these. You don't need he doesn't need help. Like, he's gonna sell tickets. So I don't know. I'm very conflicted on that. Overall, I think, me personally, I would put this at the bottom. Not bottom, but I would put it right here. My heart of
All right.
my heart of heart. That's what I'm saying. But if you want to see it higher, I'll listen to you, buddy.
uh, it can be on the bottom. I'll have to. I might just be partial to Tom Holland Spider-Man. Is all. That might be where I'm like the same reason people voted so high in Endgame. I guess maybe it's that same thing where it's like you're not taking the movie as a whole and what it adds to the rest of the universe. Or I guess as a movie, like it doesn't. It's just another Peter Parker trying to, I guess, getting pushed to become an adult when he's just still wanting to be a kid and go on vacation. Kind of, it's one of those movies. But um, I'm just trying to think of. I'm trying to point out things that happen in the movie. This is where MJ and Parker are officially a relationship. MJ knows his identity.
Mm.
Um, as well as his identity gets released to the entire world, which kind of sets up the next movie, I believe. So,
yeah.
But those are the two, I think, big points. He goes on a relationship with MJ. That's established, and also his identity gets released to the whole world. So, which leads into the next movie. So,
yeah.
The next Spider-Man movie, that is.
But like,
But
yeah, like you
otherwise,
saying,
I'm fine. Huh?
sorry. So like you saying that though, like, I think that's kind of weak though. That's the big stuff that happens from this movie. Like, I don't know. Like, he started a relationship, and it's like yay, good for him.
Yeah. It's an epilogue, so
Yeah, yeah, and maybe too, like, it's faulted for that. Like, you have this big epic Avengers thing, and then he just goes on a school trip. Like, I don't know. I don't think it works for me. But yeah, if you want to see it higher, I'll hear you out. I think Tom Holland is awesome. I'm not faulting him at all. I think he's a great Spider-Man. He's the best part of this movie, I would say. But
we put him above Iron Man 3.
if we have to, I thought we were going to be very brave for putting him in the Hulk tier.
I don't feel like I came away well, I guess. So Iron Man 3, the trailer hyped up the movie to the point where I was let down by the movie.
Okay.
Spider-Man Far From Home, I guess I didn't get the same, but I might just be a Spider-Man fanboy. So maybe you're more impartial than I am. So
Oh,
maybe we should put it down to the Hulk
dude,
tier.
I'm huge on Spider-Man. When I was growing up, the comics I read were Spider-Man and X-Men. Like, Spider-Man is my guy. I'm not like a crazy Spider-Man fan now. Like, I've grown up. No. But like, I still appreciate that character so much. So yeah, I mean, I will go any direction you want. I think it could be fine here. I think this is the braver take. I think as a judgment of all MCU, I think this kind of shows the quality that we kind of hold these other ones to. Like,
Sure,
I'm kind of looking at it that way, you know.
sure, and yeah, and the fact that they blanket Tony Stark all over the movie all over again, um, because Edith plays a role throughout the entire movie, and that's a Tony Stark invention.
Yeah.
Um, I
Well,
think it's fair. We'll be brave.
let's if anyone can say anything about Fractal Minds, is that we're brave.
Got Hulk tier. What's that other movie that's below Hulk on the Hulk tier?
Oh, the Dark World.
Oh, gotcha.
Thor: The Dark World.
Are you gonna omit the Peter Tingle score, or is there a movie that's gonna be worth that?
I think that's just forever. The
Peter Tingle.
Peter Tingle
Or,
slot.
fuck it. Just put it down there at Peter Tingle.
Wait. Okay, let's compromise. Let's do Peter Tingle. There you go. So
There we go.
you got the Hulk Peter Tingle tier. So we can always immortalize that, and then we go back to be rent. How about that?
Because I think, let me.
Dark World tier. Oh, we're evil. Peter Tingle. I can't believe that's a thing.
They love their humor.
That makes me so mad. That's not even good humor, though. It is pretty funny, but it makes me so mad. It makes me mad. Let's wrap up phase 3. This has been a long video, so let's get the box office ranking. Spider-Man: Far From Home. All right. Well, the previous Spider-Man movie, according to you, was 390, 389.8. I don't know if this one did as well. So I'm just gonna say it's in the mid 300s. Let's go with 330.
330.
No, I
Huh?
take it back. I take it back. It did 280
280, you say?
with a bullet.
Let's see.
How wrong am I?
You said 380?
I went back to 280. I think it did a little bit less than Homecoming. I could be terribly wrong, but I'm going to say 280.
It did more than Homecoming. You got
Motherfuckers.
300 391 mil. I
That
think
that's because of inflation.
now we're just coping now.
Oh man, what is wrong with you people? I mean, I bought the ticket, so I went and saw it.
Yep.
Whatever.
We've seen every movie, well, just about every movie together, but
Yeah, pretty damn close.
um so where do you rank it
Well,
aside from
We know where I
Hulk
ranked it.
tier, Tingle tier. Where do you think the uh, people at large ranked it? The critics at large.
I'm not seeing. Oh, this is tough because I feel like I'm harsher on it than what the critics thought. And I probably would have said it was up there when it first came out, but I'm just trying to be
You did
analytical here. So,
using your James Tingle.
Kevin, stop it. Can't do this to me.
Sorry,
Um
sorry, that's that point.
Oh, terrible. I'm going to say it received below average. I will say number. No, there was already a 19. Let's go 18.
Oh, you're actually not too far off from it.
Okay.
So technically, it ranked better than the first Avengers. Um,
Wow.
Trying to think of notable ones here. Trying to think. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Avengers Age of Ultron. Anyways, sorry, I don't want to prolong this. Spider-Man Far From Home ranked 86.7. And rank that puts it at
14?
14. Yeah, sorry. Yeah,
Okay.
just lost it on the thing there for a minute. Yeah,
Okay.
it's ranked 14th. So it's mid. It's mid tier.
Yeah.
Though technically, if we're going by that, Avengers is somehow mid tier, but
That's insane.
yeah.
That's insane. I don't know what
Yeah.
people were thinking. Well, I mean, yeah, whatever. That's. But okay.
The box office shows where the Avengers truly is, so
Absolutely, yeah, for sure, for sure. Well,
mhm.
a lot of surprises for Phase 3, man. This was quite the collection of films, like we said at the top of this segment. Um, some of the best, some of the bottom tier,
Mhm.
but I would say overall more hits than misses for sure, right?
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah.
We had the number 1, 4, and 2. I mean, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 of the movies were in the top 10 rankings anyway. So,
Oh yeah, I mean box office wise, this was top
and box
performing.
office too, yeah.
Yeah, like it's hard to beat those kind of numbers, and they
Yeah.
haven't. They haven't in a while,
Yeah.
so that's a whole
Yeah,
other.
but even critically acclaimed, there's a lot of them in the top 10. So,
Yeah, I mean, hell, to get a 95 review score, that's tough, man. So
mhm.
it shows they were performing very well back then. But
Yeah, definitely.
man, what a great discussion, Kevin. Thank you so much for joining me for this Phase 3 tier list. This was part 3 of our MCU tier list. We're going to tier all 37 films. So stay tuned. We have Phase 4 and Phase 5 coming up. Um, send the people home, Kevin.
Uh, yeah, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time when we review Phase 4. Um,
Stay tuned. We'll be back in just a moment.
with our tingles.
Motherfucker. How dare you!